frustration. Oh, that's so annoying. So, I actually already recorded 11 minutes into this episode, and then I pressed F9 to mute my microphone for a second, and I loaded the save file. So, hang on, let me actually check, before I go on, that I deleted the save file that's linked to F9. I did. So that now, when someone comes up the stairs, I can mute my game without resetting to my previous save file. And I was doing so well. We already made it to like floor 18 or something. So, spoilers, the dungeon has at least 18 floors. Man, I'm really kinda angry. But I still want to record because I was enjoying myself. And I still am. So, anyway, the story that I was telling about that I didn't get to stop. The story that I was telling about that I didn't get to finish is the story about tomorrow, because tomorrow is the final dance for my dancing school. So basically they invite a judge to come over. I don't even remember in which thing the stairs are, otherwise I would have gone there. I think I went this way around last time as well. Anyway, so tomorrow is the final dance and they have a judge coming over, and the judge is going to basically rate you on your dance. And since we are in like the highest year, we get new people every time. And there's one issue, like we have a pretty big group. We have a group of like I would say 6 pairs, which is a pretty big group as we don't have a very big like dancing studio, so it's kind of crowded all the time. But the only other 2 that are also doing the final dance, because you can like choose if you want to do the final dance or not. But the only other 2 that are doing the final dance are really good. Like they're better than than me and my partner. So that's kind of a bummer, because you get graded, and if you would normally get 9s, but because the others are so amazing, you only get 8s. That's kind of sad, you know? Or it makes you kind of sad. It's not sad. Like, you still get 8s, but it would have been great to get 9s, you know? Also, I feel like all the floors are the same, which is kind of weird. I didn't know. I thought it was just randomly generated every time, but I guess it's randomly generated at the start of the dungeon. But still, I don't really remember where the stairs are anyway. Okay, that was just lucky. Don't I really don't remember. But I do remember some of the things, like the Gumi that was in that room. Or I don't know, would it spawn like this as well? Yeah, we did spawn like this in the other one as well. Which means something very exciting is coming up on the 18th floor that I'm not prepared for. That I wasn't prepared for last time either. But now that I know that it's coming, it's kind of cheating. But I'm still gonna prepare for it differently, if I remember. I think it was the 18th floor. Could have been the 19th floor. That's the problem. No, ground. And also some struggles that I was having. So for the final dance, people usually wear nice dresses and stuff. And I have a nice dress, so I was like, I don't really need a new nice dress. But then, oh god, he yawned me. But then, this afternoon I was actually looking at dresses and I saw such a cute one. And I was like, no, dancing is tomorrow and never gets delivered on time. So then I was really sad. And now I am asleep. It was really a cute, like, vintage kind of dress. So it was really sad, actually. Had like a nice ribbon, a ribbon on the boobs. But no, turn. See, I have having all the same issues that I had previously. So Jen's gonna learn a new skill. There we go. And then I'm also gonna throw this. So did she learn Quick Dodger? Did I see that correct? No. Did you learn a different skill? Hang on. Team. Jen. Check IQ. Quick Dodger. No, she already knew that one. What? sure she already knew that one. This is kind of weird. Previously. Anyway. So, item catcher, course checker, quick dodger. So actually the Pokemon becomes better at evading attacks and moves. So then you have the PP checker. But that is directly to the exclusive move user. So which one did she learn then? Did she learn another one? And then you have dedicated traveler, but I don't really need that. So, you know, if I switch on PP checker, then exclusive move users turn off, but I want her to only use the exclusive moves and not like the move that you get when you press A. There we go. Because otherwise she'd never use water gun. But I swear that she learned another IQ skill and that she already had this one. Hang on, can you check the logs? Did you learn quick dodger? Because that doesn't make any sense. Ugh. Right, let's continue. There we go. Thank you, Wesley. And what else, MC? I'm still kind of upset about the reset thing, but not as much as I was before. Because, you know, it's still the same maps, but I don't really remember anything. It's just kind of annoying that I had to tell the story about the dress and the dancing again. Because my story was longer last time. Like, I was still talking about it, and I'm like, well, this is kind of what I was telling. But you guys never heard about that, so... It's just annoying about Dawn's things. Because she learned... wait, Dawn's thing, Jan's things. She learned a really nice... really nice skill that allows her to hit critical hits more easily if it's super effective, which is really useful against Groudon because water type attacks are super effective against Groudon. But you know, we don't get to see that in action, sadly. Okay, so let's throw these at you. Oh, she type Advantage Master is the one that I was being angry about. Kinda weird that she learned those back to back then. I guess I just didn't realize before that she also got that. No, not tactics. IQ. So this instead of quick dodger. So now attacks are more likely to hit, but when Jan hits, it's likely to no, I remember this one. Jen. Get away. Wesley. Get away. Just trust me, you guys. Jen. Wait there. Let's see. No. Let's see. Right there. Right, so I'm gonna... Watch. Yeah, that's what happened last time. I guess I only made it to floor 16 then this time. I could swear I made it to floor, like... I could swear I made it a little bit higher than this. So how bad are Jen's moves? So Jen's moves were a lot further down last time. But we're just gonna have Jen take all these guys out. So this is literally the best way to take on a monster house, is just to get your team to stand back a little bit, because otherwise if you're gonna step back the moment you step into the room, then your teammate is gonna be in the middle of the room. So you want them to step back first and then you can follow them. So that's why I told them to wait there. No, I don't want you to learn rapid spin. And then you get your teammate that it has the most effective moves up front, obviously. That's what I'm doing right now. So I have to keep an eye on Jen's PP. So she has 3 moves left. So 1, 2. Jen became terrified. Wait, what? That's not good, guys. And I can't use... Okay, I gotta use an elixir then. On myself. I should have brought more elixirs, to be honest. And slam them. So is Jen still terrified, or... And... Great. Oh, I can check my log like this. Does it tell me if Jen is still petrified? No. There you go. I cannot take on this Rhyhorn. Jen, are you still terrified, Jen? And Jen is out of PP, of course. You can still use Bubble. What? That's so annoying. Thank you. Okay, so it took down the monster. No, we did not. I'll take this guy down. We don't want Jen to get freaking petrified again. I don't want this guy to minimize all over my face again. Okay, so I think that should have been the last. Okay. Anyway, I was doing some really impressive stuff here when someone's coming up the stairs and I had to mute my microphone, and instead I restarted the recording. Or, well, I restarted the save file, so I had to restart the recording. I can upload the previous part as well, like after this as a bonus, but it's just gonna be me talking the same. But you can see how impressively I solved it instead of how I solved it now, which is, oh, I already knew it was this room, so I'm just gonna be very careful about it now. I really like this music as well. Someone's gonna make a remix. No! Great, that was Jen's last bubble. No. See, now someone's walking again, but now I'm afraid to, like, move my mic. Also, my mouse has been on the screen the whole time. What? Anyway, let's just continue. Okay, so let's give Jen... actually, let's just allow her to use Bite and Tackle. And then not Bubble, because she cannot use Bubble, which is going to try to use Bubble otherwise. And we can just continue without Jen bubbling all over the place. X-ray specs. And hold item that enables the Pokemon to see locations of items and foes. What? I want this. What do I not want? What's a troll orb? I don't even know. Pulls all items on the floor to the user. Beware, if there's a shop, the user will be considered a shoplifter. Nice. No. 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 Thank you. No. God damn. I didn't swear. I really needed Wesley too. Man, I should have put him on Item Master. That's so annoying. Like, now I have to fight ground too. But Zigzag would not have lived that first one for sure, so kinda glad now that I didn't bring Zigzaggy in the first place. That's so annoying! I have to save state, but I'm not doing this. I'm not doing all this again! Ugh, and we're just in like the third part. Like, we're not even... And I'm out of slams already! Great! Man, I'm not. I was gonna say I'm not enjoying this anymore. I'm enjoying it. Like, I don't need info about stairs. These are stairs. You can use them to go up and down. Good luck. No, I know about stairs. You don't have to explain stairs to me. Thank you. Can you die? Thank you. Certain death. And also, didn't I just already ate an apple? Ugh, and Jen is out of water moves. Great. Okay, so let's just give Jen an elixir. Hang on. Ugh. I had to mute my microphone real quick, but that point when Jan didn't pick up the max elixir, I just sighed so loudly. I'm sure you could still hear it even though my microphone is muted. Why, Jen, why? Okay, let's just continue. I'm gonna... Okay, so my first bet was that this dungeon was gonna have 18 floors, but now my next guess is gonna be 25, so 5 more. And I'm also... My belly's almost empty, so I'm just gonna eat an apple. Eat a apple! Apple. Ugh. If I was a fire type, I could like walk on the lava, but since I'm an electric type, I can't walk on anything. And Jen is a water type, so she can walk on water. And then I don't know. It's kind of weird that grass types cannot. Oh my god, is Jen really gonna walk away because she's terrified? Okay, thank you. What? Why do you know flamethrower? What's the use for that? Why are you even here? Go home, Onyx. Are there gonna be Steelixes later? Because we cannot deal with steel types. Like, even if Wesley would have been still been here, we could not. Can you please not do that, Jen? Oh, that's so dedicated traveler to us. Okay. Let's... Hang on, is there a tactic for that? Avoid the first aid. The Pokemon will try to avoid being attacked first. If a foe comes close, the Pokemon will attack. Okay, so we're gonna switch it to this so that Jen doesn't like shoot at sleeping guys anymore. Leave sleeping people alone, Jan. It's rude. 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 Okay, so my guess was 25, so I'm gonna stick with 25. Secret power. Wait, what's the difference? I already have hidden power. So I know hidden power. So inflicts damage on the target types vary in the dungeon. So now it would be fire, but that's kind of useless because there's fire Pokemon. Teach the move secret power. It inflicts damage on the target. It also triggered the effects depending on the terrain. Okay, so they're both the same move, basically. That's what I got from that. Okay, get him, Jen. Good job. And I went up a level. I really wish Wesley didn't die though. He would have been so useful. Like, just as a death faller. Like if I'm in a slot and Groudon's gonna attack me, I could just step back into where Wesley would have been standing, and then Wesley could have died for me. No. Would you die for me, Wesley? Onyx, go home. You're drunk. Thank you. I don't know how I would have solved this dungeon if I had like a fire type partner. I would have just been screwed. Like, I really think I made a good decision in going with Jan. There's not much we can do against grass types, but as far as I know, there isn't really like a big grass type dungeon that we should be scared of. I already know what the final dungeon is about. Well, actually, I think the final dungeon also has a bunch of grass types in it, but we shall see. Maybe we can bring a flying type, then it doesn't die instantly like Wesley did. Wesley. Now we're gonna hate on Wesley for dying, but it's my fault. Okay, well, it was in the dungeon that we started above. Wait, which floor is this? I didn't keep track. And we're only halfway there. What? Anyway, my dudes and dudettes and all the other people that are watching, my awesome fans, thank you very much for checking out this video. I'm gonna end it here. We're across the 20-minute mark, so woo, I'm gonna make sure to save and not in slot number 9, because I'm gonna be pissed again. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, leave a like if you liked, leave a comment because I want to. I'm changing it to that. And subscribe for more stuff. And also check out the description. I have stuff in my description now. So, bye bye.